Hello, welcome to this course on OSHA's 18001. This course will be based on OSHA's 18001 and there may be a series of videos on this various requirements of OSHA's 18001. OSHA's means Occupational Health and Safety Assessment Series. 18001 is the number of the standard and 2007 is the current status, current year of publication of this OSHA's standard. It talks about what kind of health related problems we have to consider when we do the activities of our company and how we should prevent any accidents, any incidents related to the health and safety. What is health? Health is when we are exposed to some kind of chemicals, fumes, noise, or some way of working, we slowly develop some kind of functional problem in our bodies. But we don't come to know that when these problems have developed in our body. Such type of problems where we don't have much traceability about the when these problems have occurred, they are called the health problems. While the occupational safety problems are the incidents based problems where we have clear traceability that okay, on a particular day there was a injury from a moving fan or a moving object, or there may be like a fall from height or such kind of incidents where there is a loss of function or maybe a fatal accident and such kind of safety related problems. In this standard, we have to first define what is the scope of our OSHAS, Occupational Health and Safety Assessment System. So first we have to decide that okay, we will be implementing OSHAS for this plant or this factory or this office or this operations. Once we are clear with the scope, then we have to make a overall policy for occupational health and safety. The overall policy talks about continual improvement of the safety performance and the health related performance of the company. The overall policy should also talk about how we will be preventing the accidents. The overall policy should be available to all the interested parties, including contractors, including people of the company, including the public, because the safety related problems can affect anyone whosoever is near to the factory also. So this is a publicly available document. There is an overall policy. The heart of this occupational health and safety management system is the hazard identification and risk assessment. We have to study our processes. We have to understand what kind of hazards are present in our processes. What can go wrong? Whether there is possibility of any physical injury, whether there is a possibility of any electrical shock, whether there is a possibility of any exposure to the chemicals, any fumes, any dust. What kind of health or safety related possibilities are there which can affect or lead to some kind of accident or health adverse effect. So we have to make a list of such hazards from various processes. Then we have to look at whether these hazards, what is the likelihood of happening these hazards and what is the severity of if these hazards happens. What is the severity? Whether it will be leading to many deaths, whether it is leading to fatal, maybe one or two, whether it is leading to a major loss of function, whether it is leading to some kind of hospitalization for a few days. So that kind of severity we have to decide, and we have to look at what is the likelihood. Then based on that we have to decide the level of risk. Once we have decided the level of risk, we have to compare this level and the top threshold, more than threshold risk should be taken up for the actions. What kind of actions we can take? So there is a hierarchy of actions also. First possibility is, first we have to look at whether there is a need of doing this activity. Can we totally eliminate this activity which requires the hazard, which is a hazardous operation? Can we avoid this hazardous operation? Like suppose we have to go for taking the samples, collecting the samples from height. So we have to look at whether any possibility can we bring the sample line and sample cooler down and take the sample without moving up, and then we can avoid the risk of falling down. So first is we have to challenge the activity itself, which is called the elimination of hazard itself. If it is not possible, then we have to look at whether any substitution is possible. Can we do it in some different method? Can we use some lesser hazardous material substitution, more safer material, more controllable material? Then the third possibility we have to look at it. Can we have some kind of engineering controls? Can we have some interlocks? Can we have some limit switches? Can we have some trip switches? Can we have something so that whenever there is a hazardous situation, then some safety valve should work, some rupture disc should work, some circuit breakers should work. So those kind of engineering controls. Even if that is also not possible, then we have to look at, can we display some warnings, some signages, some instructions, so that when people read it, they will not do the things in a hazardous manner. And last option is, if we are not able to do anything with the hazard, then we have to at least protect the people who are exposed to the hazard. There comes the personal protective equipments. So if material handling is, we cannot avoid that material handling, then at least can we have the safety shoes? Can we have the gloves? Can we have the helmets? Can we have the goggles? So all such kind of personal protective equipments are the last options. So we have to take the actions in the combination of these possible actions. When we do the hazard analysis, we also have to take care what is the possibilities of hazards from the other companies, or if any gas lines are passing through our company, or if any high voltage line is passing above our company. What kind of hazards are there because of the vicinity, nearby objects, nearby localities, nearby people, nearby companies, nearby infrastructure. We also have to consider the human aspects of the safety. Are our people, are our contract people, are our employees are sensitive enough? Or they ignore the instructions? Or they behave overconfidently? Are our operations are designed such that they are taken care with respect to the human capabilities? How much load a human being can handle? How much jumping is possible? What is the height of staircases? So all such kind of considerations of human capabilities and human behaviors and how human being behaves, we have to consider during the hazard analysis.